Welcome back, everyone. Before I get into it, I want to thank you all for the wonderful reception to the series. The whole team is blown away by your responses and comments. So I'd like to take a moment to thank my teammates here for keeping me motivated and on schedule to release this on time. This team is great, and having a team to really help out makes it so much better. You're not waiting forever to unlock certain things. For instance, King put knives in the bank, and Caston got us all steel axes. So that means I can cut trees faster and get my fletching on, which I'm about to knock out real quick. Hang on. Let's knock out level 35 fletching. As you just saw, we kinda had a breeze to get to 35 fletching with that steel axe. So once we get to willows, we can actually make some serious coin doing unstrung willow bows. But in the meantime, you've probably thought to yourself, what good is the cake stall if I don't have 5 thieving? Well, this door holds the key to that problem. By picking the lock, I can work up to Grand Theft Cake using B&E as my gateway crime. Psst. Keep it down. I don't want the guards to notice me. After I got 5 thieving, I decided to finish what I started at the end of last episode, and I graduated to Grand Theft Cake. By the time I get done, even Hostess would have noticed this many cakes being stolen. Alright, just dropped off another load of cakes. Looks a little different here, doesn't it? Well, we had a few extra tiles, and my plans for later this episode will be a lot easier with this particular bank unlocked. On the topic of later, you may have seen the other team members' videos and noticed that we're imposing 3 requirements before we can do Wintertod. This is because with us spread out, it hasn't taken many tiles at all to get there. Given that, we want your input. The 3 restrictions are as follows. 1, we have to get 6 skills to level 50. 2, we have to complete 3 quests. And 3, we have to walk to Wintertod. As I said, we want your input. There are 3 straw polls linked down below asking if you want us to keep any or all of these requirements. Personally, I like the concept of 1 and 2, but I think walking to Wintertod will slow us down just for the sake of slowing us down. It'll end up being about 400 extra tiles that we need to grind out. So, please tell us what your thoughts are in the straw poll, or you can join the Tile Addicts Discord, which is linked down in the description below, and tell us there. So while you tell us your thoughts, I'm going to go steal a metric ton of cakes from that baker.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Well, I secretly think this is a front for some criminal organization, because this baker doesn't even care that I've been stealing cakes from him for almost 10 hours. But there we go. That was the last cake to put us at 2K total. Now that we have all those cakes, let's take a look at our skills. As you can see, I'm getting closer to my 6 skills at 50, but I'm a little short on thieving being able to count as 1. Fortunately, I have a really good source of XP and GP in this market that I haven't utilized yet. Unfortunately, it is a bit risky, and I have run into problems here before. So this is what my bank looks like now with the inclusion of those 2,000 cakes. As you can see, I've got a few amount of fletching items in here that I plan to sell once I unlock a general store. This is my random event tab, the random event items that I've gotten so far. And here's kind of my, that actually should be down there. Sorry about that. And I did have 3 diamonds, but I put them into the group storage in case somebody could use them before I could. So let's take a look at our group storage after I withdraw all these cakes. So that's my 2,006 cakes, and let's deposit them all. And look at that. We now have over almost 2,200 cakes in the group bank. As you can see, the group's done a little bit of stuff. There are probably a few spoilers in here, but nothing significant to note at this point. So, well, that's where we're at right now. Now let's talk about where I'm gonna end up going towards the end of this episode. You pull up the world map. So, obviously, with my thieving almost being 50, I'm going to use thieving as one of my 6 skills. And you'd probably guessed it, but the risky option that I'm going to use is I'm going to go steal from the silk trader. I figure right around 1,000 silks and I'll get level 50, and then if I wait 30 minutes, I can sell them back to the silk trader down here and make about 67,000 coin. Well, so that'll get me thieving. My next goal is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to try and get to these willow trees from this bank, and I'm going to use the willows to train my wood cutting, my fire making, and my fletching up to 50. That'll account for 3 more. As for the last 2, I'm not entirely sure. I almost think that taking the ship from Brimhaven to Musa, or from to Brimhaven, and then Brimhaven to Musa over to the fishing spot may be a viable option, but I'm not sold on that yet. All I know is that that'll be sometime in the future. That's even if we still have that requirement. So you'll have to let us know. But either way, I'm gonna go steal some silks, and I'll bring you guys back. So here's what I have to do to steal some silk. I have a couple NPCs marked if you see them up in the minimap. It's a hero, a paladin, and a knight of Artie. And I have to basically wait for them to walk away or be looking away from me while I steal this silk. If not, they will come over and attack me. Fortunately, I can just go over to the cake stall and steal another cake or some pieces of food to heal, and that's why I've got a cake in my inventory. But this is essentially what the process is going to be to steal all the cakes I need. Or not all the cakes, all the silks, sorry. So it's going to take a little while, and I'll bring you guys back if anything eventful happens. Alright, so we've been stealing silk for a while. Here we are, we're now over 1,100. Unfortunately, we're still a little shy of level 50. So in between episodes, I will go back and steal enough cake to... I don't want to talk to you. I want to go there. So in between episodes, I will go and steal enough silk to get level 50. But something I want to do before the end of the episode is I want to hit auto mark tiles, and then I want to walk there, and then there. And from there, I want to keep going down straight in the line. That's the oak. And that's the willow. So I want to have this willow unlocked with a straight path, which will allow me, and there we go. First willow logs on the account. That's pretty big. So in between episodes, I'm going to steal some silk. I'm also going to get some willow logs. So this has been Kaufecake. I always appreciate you hanging out with me. Have a good day.